What is good, guys, man? Thank you for tuning back into the channel, man. If you're new, make sure you hit that sub button down below to be notified for every single video that I drop, man. And listen, after y'all can see by the title, it says, this dude said, careful who you let in your house, man. I don't know what this message is about to say, but y'all comment down below as the video is going. And y'all chime in and tell me exactly what y'all think of this message, man. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video.
I got a more serious one for a lot of mature people who actually, unfortunately, dealt with this type of nonsense behavior before. So therefore, I'm gonna title this one here, Careful Who You Allow in Your House. So think about what I'm saying. Even when we was kids, remember there was times when our parents left us alone, when our parents, before leaving the house, they would say threatening things to us, such like this here. They go, don't you let nobody in this damn house when I'm gone. You hear what I'm telling you? You better not let nobody in this house. And as kids, we'd be like, yo, man, you talking to us like that? Let me tell you why. Because our parents, they had enough life-learned lessons and maturity to understand that sometimes people have really ugly intentions.
But babe, I have a question. How you came up with this topic all of a sudden? And then on top of that, are you actually speaking literally or figuratively when you say coming in your house?
See, I'm glad you asked that. Know why? Because when you say, am I saying literally or figuratively, I'm meaning both. I'm meaning be careful of allowing someone into, yes, your structure, where you live, your house, your apartment, your condo. Be careful, because people will come into your house and try to assess what you got, checking out how you living, how you get this, what you got that. That literally your house. I also mean figuratively, meaning your presence, your circle, your mind, trying to see how you think, your business. See, they want to be in your business, and when they get in your business, that's when they're there to do nothing but be a Judas. Matter of fact, that could be the word of the day, Judas. We know how the word Judas refers to like a traitor. Remember how Judas, they said Judas, he betrayed Jesus by a simple kiss, letting the Romans know this is the guy you're looking for, because they didn't know who was Jesus. So he said, I'll kiss him for simple pieces of shillings of silver. So that's why they use the word Judas, referring to a traitor, because he betrayed Jesus by a simple kiss, and that's how Jesus got killed, whatever. But yeah, when people get in your business, so when I say your house, I mean literally and figuratively, meaning your business, your presence, literally your house. People will come in your place all because you're being nice and destroy everything you got. Watch this. All right, watch this. I'm gonna give you a couple of stories, but let's start off with this one here. I don't know if a lot of y'all heard this story a long time ago. The story was told like this here. It was this black guy who was a highly respected supervisor manager at this job. And while he was a highly respectable manager at this job for many years, doing a great job, this new European guy got hired at the job. And when a European guy got hired at the job, he was so concerned about how did that black guy get that position of authority? How long he been here? And before you know it, he started trying to be in the black guy's business, trying to befriend him. Remember what I told you, title of the video, careful who you let in your house, meaning your business, your structure, in your presence. But anyway, this European guy tried to befriend the guy. He said, hey man, yeah, this job here, I want to work alongside you. You know, the guy give him this to do or that to do. But then on another day, he's trying to be overly friendly with this, always trying to chat with the guy, and then saying stuff to the guy, such stuff like this. Hey man, I noticed, man, you run this whole operation here, man. I noticed everybody got a great deal of respect for you, man, here. This is a wonderful thing, man. How long you been working here? The guy's like, yeah, man, well, I've been here about 19, 20 years, man. You know, of course they respect me because we got productivity get done out, and we make sure we do a good job at it. He said, oh man, this is wonderful. And then next you know, the guy like, hey man, is that your Mercedes you got outside there? That's the such and such model, right? He said, oh man, how long you had that car? All in the guy business. Remember what I told you? Careful who you allow in your house.
Nosy.
Yeah.
Too nosy.
A Judas. Yeah. Watch how this play out. So then the guy, you know, asking all about his car. Then he says to him, people will play a sucker to try to catch a sucker, so to speak. Try to play a fool, you know. Then the guy asks him, he throws himself out there and say stuff like this. Oh man, man, it'd be taking me about 45 minutes to get to work every day, man. How long, asking that same guy, how long you live from the job, man? Do you live far, man? Because it'd be taking me about 45 minutes, man. It'd take me almost an hour sometimes. And the guy's like, man, I live about 25 minutes, half hour from here, not too far. He said, "Wait, yeah, you do? Where about you live at?" And the guy tells him where he live. He go, "Wow, that's a nice neighborhood where you live. Hey, man, why don't you invite me over for dinner one day, man?" And he asks to be invited over again and again and again, to the point he's damn near begging. Eventually, what does the brother does? He eventually invites him over to the house. And when he invites him over to the house, next thing you know, the guys, remember, title of the video, careful who you allow in your house. When he invites him over to the house, as soon as he gets to his house, he's like, "Oh man, this is really nice over here where you live." When he gets in his house, he's like, "Oh wow, these are some really nice couches you got, man. I know this is a such and such style, man. This costs a lot of money. Oh man, you got the finished basement. You got this. Oh, this is nice. Oh wow, you have a shrimp and lobster, man. You must be doing real good at the job. You must be really doing exceptionally well. And your wife drives a such and such type of car. Oh man, y'all got this in the, you got a pool in the back." He's assessing everything. Before you know it, that guy, the following week while they're at the job, he threw that brother up under the bus for some minuscule things that was brought up. How and why, who knows? But one thing for sure, next you know, that brother got demoted on his job. And that European guy got promoted. You see what I'm saying? All because that guy let him get too close to him, get too friendly. That's another way of putting it. Be careful who you allow in your house. Be careful who you allow to get close to you. Because you have people out here that's nothing but like that European guy.
Yes, man. There's a lot of people out there that is like that, man. I done had some stuff like that happen to me in the past, man. And it's like a lot of people try to get all in your business, man. You know, I come to work. I don't come to work to get in nobody's business, ask nobody what they got. That ain't what work for. Work is to come take care of your family and not tell your personal business to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So somebody gonna figure out how you doing it. You know what I'm saying? They try to steal everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful, man, who you telling your business to. But work is a workplace to come work, get your money. Your personal business stays at home. At home, man. Yeah.
A damn Judas. He had no good intentions whatsoever, but to try really just jealousy and envy to see what this guy got. And he's like, "I'm going to do everything to destroy that." You see what I'm saying? Title of the video. Careful who you allow in your house. I actually had a buddy of mine. I ain't gonna mention his name, but he knowing if he watched this video, he'll watch it eventually. And this exact thing happened to him when he got transferred on his job down to a whole nother state. Now he been on his job like 15 years, but for the last 6 years, he was promoted to supervisor position. And for 6 years in a row, he was doing nothing but a great job. He got letters of recommendation. He got letters of accommodation from different clients. Different customers would call the job. They would call corporate. They was writing letters and emails saying what a great job he was doing. Guy was doing his job. He was on his A game, getting nothing but accommodations constantly. But what happened? Just like that last story I told you, a new management came in. When the new management came in, they didn't like how people liked him. It was like that saying when they go, "I don't like that people like you." You get what I'm saying? So they become a Judas. And then when they pulled up his record, they found out the neighborhood where he lived. And they said, "Oh, he live in that neighborhood?" And when I told my buddy this story, or the last story, he thought he had told me his story, which he did not. He said, "Yo, man, that's exactly what happened to me." He said one day, what a coincidence. He said he was outside cutting the grass, and he seen 4 company cars back to back ride down his street, and they all seen him cutting the grass. And he said the following week when he went to work, you know what they told him? Brought him in the office. They said they had to restructure everything at the job, and they noticed he didn't have a college degree. And they told him, in order to keep this position, you have to go to college or go and get your degree. We'll hold your position for you, but other than that, we're gonna have to let you finish the year out, the fiscal year out, but we're gonna have to let you go unless you get a college degree. Of course he ain't going back to college or whatever. And see how they did him? They was the Judas. Remember Judas? It's another way of saying a traitor or a jealous, envious person doing nothing but, "I'm gonna destroy everything you got." So be careful. who you allow in your house. And I mean, like my wife asked earlier, do I mean literally or figuratively? I mean both. Your business, your presence, your house, you know, your status, your ideals. But people will do everything to destroy that. But you think that's something? Watch this. I'm going to give you a historical one. Christopher Columbus. Do you know the real story? He never landed in America. He landed on other islands and all that. But watch this. This is what really happened. They were shipwrecked. They was going through starvation, disease, and everything. And where they did land, the local people accepted them in their house, meaning their land. They nursed them back to health. They gave them clothes. They gave them medicine, made them back healthy. Then they lavished them with their things of their land, like the things that they created, their weapons and stuff like that. They lavished them with diamonds, rubies, gems, gold. When they did all these lovely things for them and helped nurse them back, you know what Christopher Columbus did? True facts. In his mind, because you could pull up his memoirs where he actually said it in his diary, his memoirs. He actually said these things. He said, hey, why are these people so nice to us? Man, they're giving us all this lovely food. We was almost going to die. They brought us back to good health. Why is they so nice to us? They don't even, and they giving us diamonds and rubies. They don't even seem to have a sense of value. You know what? We could go back home and get more ships and come back, and we can annihilate these people and take everything that they got. They're stupid. They're just being too nice. And you see, that's what really happened. All because those people were genuinely good people of nature, of natural resources, of nature, good-hearted people. They allowed this Judas, ugly dude, in their house, their land, their presence, their business. And he did everything to destroy these people.
That's such evil heart.
Very
evil heart. And I don't even remember they teaching us this in school.
They won't teach you that in school. You have to pick up books. Anybody out there, you have to actually pick up books and research this stuff to find it. You find out that he is the biggest liar of all liars of all time. He's talking about he discovered America. You ain't discovered nothing. He's one of the greatest liars of all time. But yeah, so in closing, what I would tell anybody, take any of these stories I'm telling you, and the factual stories, be careful who you allow around you in your presence. Because a lot of times, people around you will real jealous intent and a Judas type behavior to destroy everything you got. Be careful, be smart. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you two small other stories. I remember when we had the apartment, we was living on East Jersey Street, our first apartment together. Well, we had an apartment, not own it, but we was renting.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember one of our neighbors that lived upstairs from us. This dude used to come down in our apartment, chat with me about last night's game or whatever, entertainment. But then while he talked to me, his eyes was always roaming, always looking around in our apartment, right? And he would assess what we got. And later he would leave, and later that day or later that week, he would come down asking to borrow what he seen on the countertops. Oh, yo, man. Yeah, I remember the time you had just went shopping. You bought a thing of Q-tips. I swear the Joker came downstairs later that week. He was like, yo, man, you got any extra Q-tips or something, man? Because we ran out of Q-tips. I was feeling like something was in my ear, man. If you got an extra Q-tip or something. I was like, what?
That's
and
so
this way I really knew he was doing that, because he did it quite often. This one I really knew he did it. One day he came down and he said, no, he called me. He said, yo, man, would you happen to have a extra 62 bus schedule? I said, what? Why in the world would he be asking me for a 62 bus schedule? And while I was talking, I said, nah, man, ain't got no 62 bus schedule. I said, that's crazy. Why would you even? Why he was asking? I was leaning on my wall in the living room, and I looked at my countertop. On my countertop was a 62 bus schedule. I swear, I'm not making the story. There's a 62 bus schedule. What turns out, one of my clients that came over and caught the 62, they left their bus schedule on my countertop. And this fool asked for it. I said, you said this dude, but that's nothing. Watch this. Remember when we owned one of our apartment buildings we owned back?
Yeah.
I remember one of my tenants, one day I bought a brand new hot water heater. Because our basement was low. So I had to get the shorter one. I couldn't get the big tall one. I got the shorter one. So I had my hand truck, and I had just got out of the truck, the rental U-Haul I got, and I was walking the hot water heater to the front of the steps. And as I was there, the no good tenant on the first floor, who he's locked up now, Joe was robbing people's houses and all that. But anyway, at the time, I was giving the guy a chance. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give somebody a chance who didn't deserve a chance. But anyway, yo, he seen me. He said, yo, man, let me give you a hand with that. I said, nah, man, I'm good, man, but I appreciate it. He was so persistent. He's like, nah, man, let me help you, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to drop that. I said, yo, man, all right, like I said, man, I appreciate it, man, but that's why I got it strapped to the hand truck. He said, yeah, but man, but you got to go in the basement with that, right? He said, yeah, let me help you with that, man, so make sure you be safe, man. Just want to help a brother out. So I said, all right, man, let him help me out. Big mistake. Big mistake. Because now, as we went down in the basement, got it down there safety, well, I ain't need his help anyway, but I let him. When we got down there, just like my last tenant, his eyes was all over the basement. He's looking all around while he helping me.
Roaming.
He like this. He's looking around, right? And what did he see? He see I had a shelf over here. And on the shelf, I had extension cords. I had boxes of light bulbs because we run in the building. I had boxes of light bulbs. I had different gallons of Tide detergent. You know, I had a whole bunch of cleaning supplies, all kind of different cleaning supplies and brushes and all that. You know, later that same week, this clown gonna say to me, soon as I had just parked the car. As soon as I got, he said, yo, man, we bust a light in the bathroom, man. If you could help me out, man, could you like give me one of them light bulbs? I was like, one of them light bulbs? What are you talking about? He said, man, I know you got a whole bunch of light bulbs downstairs, man. Remember what I said, title of the video. Careful who you allow in your house. He said, man, if you can help me out, I see you got all them light bulbs downstairs. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, man. Light bulbs is on you guys. You got to buy your own light bulbs. He said, oh, man, you can't give me a light bulb, man? I mean, I see you got all that stuff downstairs, man. I was like, see, like I said, big mistake. I let him see that. And of course I didn't give it to him. But do you know this same guy, it was the next month, he came to me again with some bullshit. Hey, yo, man. Yo, we just trying to get to the store, man. But, yo, we was having a hard time, man. I was wondering, man, if I could buy one of them detergents off you. I said, yo, my man. I said, see, listen, those are not for sale. I said, I got them for my personal use. These are my storage stuff. That's something you need to buy for yourself. He said, yeah, man, but I'm saying, man, you could just sell me one. That way I ain't got to go to the store, man. You know what I'm saying? I could just get it from you. You know what I'm saying? I buy it from you, man. You could make money off of me. I said, nah, it don't work that way. I don't do that, man. But you see what I'm saying? How people do? So like I said, title of the video, careful who you allow in your house. Because people, their eyes will start roaming. And they try to assess what you got. And try to some kind of way see if they could finagle that away from you. Or destroy what you got. Be smart, folks.
I wholeheartedly believe everything he's saying. I done been through that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people will try to destroy you, destroy everything that you're building. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta be cautious of who you're around, and ask God to take the people out of your life that are not meant to be in your life, man. I got a lot of family members like that. I know some people I deal with just nosy, want to know any and every detail of what's going on in my life or anybody else's life, man. Y'all comment down below exactly what y'all think, man. And listen, at the end of my videos, I'll say stay inspired, stay motivated, stay grinding to the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.